How you doing, gardeners? Ed Snyder with Fresh Picked Acres of Kansas. In today's video, we have been really behind, and it's going to be a little bit of an eclectic group of topics on our farm. We've been planting onions, blackberries, getting, plastic around. Delia's been planting cabbage, all kinds of things happening on the farm. Hey, and if you like these types of videos, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. We'd sure appreciate it. Until we meet again, come grow with us. Good morning, everybody. Well, our blackberries are due to arrive on Monday. Today's Saturday. So I'm going to put, yesterday, I went ahead and I spread some, I got a crow coming out. I spread some grass seed out there around our blackberries. I said, let's go ahead and do this right now. Before we have any holes for it, and then we'll have grass growing up in the blackberries inside the holes where they're planted. So I spread that. I'm gonna go and get the straw bales, and we're gonna spread that over the top of the seed, and that way they can go ahead and get a good start on the year. All right, so I got a couple of straw bales. These are ones that I was using to hold the straw, the row cover down. So we're gonna head out here and start spreading some straw. I don't think you have to be too crazy. I don't think you have to get too crazy here when you're putting straw out. Just enough to kind of hold the moisture when we do get some rain. I'm not going to water it down here. I'm just going to go ahead and because we do have a rain coming tonight into tomorrow, and just need to get a little bit down. And I mixed my grass seed with some Kentucky 31, but I also got some annual rye, and that went with 1 scoop of annual rye, 2 scoops of fescue, and that's my mix. This way, with the rye, it's going to pop up fast, then the fescue is going to come in right behind it. So we'll keep going here. Well, we got our blackberries, our hunter blackberries. Let me go ahead here, and I'm going to stick them in water because they're getting a little wilty looking, and we have to burn holes out there on the farm. So we'll go ahead and do that. Delia and I were talking about whether we need to. Do you think we need to go in and cut them open and check out the number we have?
At this point, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier to stick them in the water without it, but I mean, it'd be awfully hard to go ahead and tell. That we ordered 100, we'll assume there's 100 there. We'll find out here in the end if we need to make space for more or not. So, all right. Well, we see we have our baby geese out. They're out in the pond. I'm going to set this. Yeah, but Mom's going to come back with a vengeance. She sure is.
It's 5 babies.
Yeah, 5 babies. I'm going to set this down so I can zoom in at a later time. But yeah, we got 5 little baby goslings out there. I'm certain Mom and Dad aren't too far. I'd imagine we're going to get some visitors here. Maybe not. They've been pretty good, but yeah, every year. This is the first year.
We get babies. Let
me change that. I saw them one day going through the tall grass a year ago or 2 years ago, but other than that, it's been, but no, We got some baby goslings out there. That's pretty exciting. Need me open a little more? Let's get that out. Yep, that's what I say. Just stay on this side. We'll be okay. Well, this episode is certainly all about blackberries, and Delia and I are, as we learned on woven fabric, you don't want to cut the fabric, or if you do cut the fabric, you need to at least singe it with fire. Otherwise, the weave will run. Am I right, Delia?
It'll unravel.
It'll unravel. So what we're doing here is we cut open a bean can, which is about 3.5 inches, right? Yep. Something like that. That's 3.5 inches. So we cut it, and we're actually doing a double burn, because even though it's a small blackberry today, it is going to grow, and it's going to, its crown is going to improve. So we're actually making it oblong. So we're basically coming up with about a 7-inch long hole, more or less, as we go. And we do have a water line underneath of it. We might have touched it a couple times. We're going to find out whether that was a mistake putting the water line underneath. Right now, I'd suggest not to even bother with it, to lay your water line on top when you're done. Mistake of ours, I think. But anyway, we'll see how we do, and we're doing our best to avoid that. So let's go ahead and get burning some more holes. So I'm just gonna, Delia holds it down, I burn, she's gonna move it a little more. There you go. And the flame is so windy. There we go. And then we got to make sure we pull out anything that might be still catching fire. I wish this was bare dirt, but it's not. I'm going to go ahead and kind of touch up the edge here. There, just something to do that. And then we move on to the next one. You can move them a little bit more when you come. Well, we got them all burned out. There's not that, I think we maybe caught the water line there because it kind of caught fire and moved on. But one row is done. So I'm gonna go up and get the blackberries and my drill with the 3-inch auger, and we're gonna get ready to plant ourselves some blackberries. How big are they, Delia?
Pretty big.
Yeah, what do they look like?
In the second one, they're small in the other bucket.
So, yeah, that's about like that.
That was a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, that one's a bigger one there.
Much bigger.
A lot bigger. We got this out of Pense, P-E-N-S-E nursery. That'll be a good one. That'll be an easier one for us to get. Has good growth on it. I'm going to use my drill. I got a 3-inch auger, and what we're doing, whoop, I'm stepping on one. I'm using a 1245-10. Your phosphorus helps with blooms, it helps with root development. Your potassium, that turns right around. That's kind of your vascular nutrient uptake is your potassium. But this is a good starter fertilizer for just about anything as you transplant. Is a 12-45-10. It wouldn't be a problem with a 5 or 4-45-10, something like that. Of course, the 45 is also good for when we're ready to go, or the phosphorus is also good when it goes to blooms and stuff like that. But this is our fertilizer. There's our little goslings there. They actually flew off our first time through, and I was surprised they could fly already, but they can. And but they're sitting there. Delia's taking these out of the water, and we'll drill it out, and we'll start planting. They're going to be, those types are going to be tough ones. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they're flying. They couldn't handle it, but they're flying very, very well. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. A lot of rocks. There you go. So I got that. Delia's going to take the water now and dump in some water. And
I'm just trying to see how it's going to fit.
Well, you're going to have to pull dirt from the side. That's for sure.
Let me do that first.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah. Get a little thing to scoop.
Need to get a little shovel?
Yep.
All right, we'll be back.
My finger.
Well, Delia's going up to get a shovel there, and that's a good idea. But I'm going to go ahead and continue drilling out these holes along here to go ahead and get ahead of her. This will make the planting go a lot faster. Show everybody how you're doing this, Delia.
I'll show you in the next one.
Show you on the next one.
Well, that
she is getting them in.
That one, like you see, it's all the way over here because this one had a big branch coming out.
Right,
so
that was a difficult one.
I've had like 3 like that. Some of the other ones are pretty.
Now we took some. That's pond water mixed with our fertilizer. We're doing about, I'm doing this called Miller Superstart, or it's called Superstart 12-45-10. And basically you're putting an ounce of that to a gallon.
This one will be an easy one.
That'll be an easy one. That's the one to film, ain't it?
Yeah.
Make it look good. So putting a little starter fertilizer in there again to help them roots. And make sure they're all pointed down. Yep, and then you don't want to go any deeper than where it was originally at in the nursery, but she's about right there, and now it's just a matter of filling all that in. Yep. She's pulling extra dirt to tamp it in, and that's, every 2 foot is what we were explained. 30 inches is fine. A person could go every 30 inches. We're going every 2 foot. It's just, the math just works out for us easier that way. But all right, so these are primocanes that basically the primocanes, I'm assuming, and now going to be floricanes. So I could see where we'd get maybe a little bit of a blackberry here and there, but for the most part, this is, because these are big enough there, they would have obviously been cut already and trimmed down. So
Fertilize my foot.
you just fertilize your foot? All right, I better keep going here. She's already caught up to me, so let me get back to drilling holes. We hit a rock big time. Okay, that's enough. Ah, there you go. Well, I can't help it. If we had perfectly soft sound. You're filling that hole up good. That's good.
soon. So I put in a good amount of fertilizer in there. And all the roots are in. I'm just pulling dirt from the side to make sure it's seeded or grounded, whatever you want to call it, in there. There we go. One down and 92 to go.
92, yep. Yeah, it's nice. We gotta be up around 50 now.
Well, you know me, 50 is still cold.
That's still the dead of winter.
Yes.
So Delia's just got the water out. She's gonna go ahead here and put in some fertilizer in it.
That water's cold.
It is cold. Just put in a good ounce and a half. A little more. Good. There you go. Now we got fertilized water and back to work. Like I said, she's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 84 to go. We got a lot of planting ahead this year. We shouldn't really be doing a countdown, and we haven't even reached April yet, so that'd be like 75,853 to go. Saturday, and Easter Saturday of Easter weekend, and I tell you, the winds were so bad that I couldn't finish doing those blackberries, so I'm gonna go ahead, and I ran out of propane trying to keep it going. So anyway, now you got more propane and getting ready to go plant the last 20-25. I don't know how many exactly I have, so I'll have to be a little careful. Delia will be out here in a little bit. We did go ahead and we did get some bare root strawberries. I think it's Flavor Fest is that variety. We actually planted them, kind of fill in some of the holes from plants that didn't overwinter very well. These are going to be there for next year, and hopefully next year we'll be building another high tunnel right there. That's what I would like to do. And look, I haven't been out here to the blackberry plants. We have a chance of rain coming on Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there. And if any of you guys have had any troubles with deer and blackberries or any other critter, let me know. You know, what are we up against? How much protection do I need? But we're here. There's the berries, looking kind of sad right now. Like, I was in nice warm Arkansas. Why are you guys bringing me here? So, all right.
It seems sometimes that the amount of dirt that came out is not enough to fill the hole back up. Alright, let me go to the next one. Sometimes some of them are easy to plant. Their root is straight down and nice. Other times you get, like this one's not bad.
They say they don't really want to bend them, circle them.
You get, yeah, yeah, none of them are really bent.
Yeah, but you understand, or circled.
Right.
Yeah.
Like those have a lot more root system to try to get in that hole and accommodate. But like he said, yeah, I try to go down and then twirl them around a little bit so that they gently are stuffed back in the hole. Yeah. It felt nicer out here when I just walked out to the building and walked back up to the house. Still a little nippy. Alrighty. That's a nice one. Nice and compact.
All right, Delia, which one are you doing right now?
Last one.
Last one. Thank goodness. Not that it was that hard. It was just a wind thing.
Wind thing.
It was a wind thing. So the whether it was meant to be or not, but I know some folks give you an extra plant or two to make up for if any die, that type of thing. I think what we get about 105.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
So, yeah, about 105 I think is what they gave us in this package, this order of 100. So anyway, like it or not, good or bad, we have our 105 right here. And I mean, it's funny because I actually kind of laid out the fabric a little bit longer than the 100. I says, well, it won't hurt to have it a tad bit longer, and come to find out we needed we had to come right on back to the very end. Thankfully I left a little bit of space there, just the way I started the first row. But yeah, they're all 2 foot apart, and this is Ed and Delia's very first blackberries adventure. So now we know we just got to get them, keep them watered. We noticed one thing I do like about this, the fabric, is water does go through the fabric, and you get a little benefit from Mother Nature compared to the plastic culture up there. Not that this isn't plastic, it is, but the difference is it's a weave, so it allows some moisture to go through and keeps the weeds from coming up. So anyway, it's our first attempt. What do you think, Delia?
So far, so good.
So far, so good. We have a beautiful night. Boy, we were in the how much was the wind blowing yesterday?
It was high teens, but then you would get the gusts.
You get the gust. Yeah, I get the gust. Definitely up around 30 some miles an hour gusts, but
not as bad as we've had it other days.
That's right. No, we've had worse days. So anyway, it's Easter tomorrow, so everyone have a happy Easter, and look forward to sharing more with you. We do have some onions we're planting up there. I'm going to go up there and see if I can plant a few more tonight. The beds underneath were so dry. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Hey, if you like these types of videos, do us a favor. Go and hit that like button and subscribe, and come grow with us.